Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from LIDO Beach right here, baby. We're at the beach. We're going to take a walk on the sand, but let's not be a tourist. Let's take our shoes off so we can get our feet in the water and, you know, be like a real Floridian, not a tourist. So let me take my shoes off. I'll be right back. Now I'm down to 24% battery on my phone. We'll find out how long it lasts. I can't even see it because the sunlight is so bright out here. But let me turn the camera around so I can, oh, I got some big waves there. The wind has been up on it for a few days. So wait till you see what I got to show you here. All right, I don't think we need to zoom in any. We can put you on a regular lens there. There's plenty to see out here. Let's walk down this sandy path right here. Isn't that beautiful, huh? These little shells here are kind of sensitive on my feet. I haven't been barefoot in a while. Let's get over here on this nice sugar sand. I'm all mic'd up for you. I'm not getting cheap on you. I got the mic behind my pocket so it'll block that wind. I don't know where that little furry thing is, but as you can see, LIDO Beach is wide like Siesta Key now. It used to be only wide way down here, and when I first moved here in 15 or 16, I mean, it was a third of that. I don't know how they did it. That's a lot of sand to bring in, but it's wide all the way down. You know, they want that tourist money. You saw how many people were over there in St. Armand's. Let's walk on down here in front of the lifeguard and walk on down the beach a little bit. This sand actually, to be honest with you, before they did widen it, it was a lot more like sugar. It was a lot whiter. It was like flour. It was like, so you got a lot of shell rock. This is all brought in stuff. It's not near as white as it used to be. Not even close, but you know, it's a wide beach now, so there it is. What are you gonna do? We had these hurricanes and different things that caused beach erosion. Man, you never see waves in the Gulf. The water is awful looking, brown. That's only because of the sand is tumultuous. It's all rough out there. You see there's a current too. Nobody in the water. That's because that water temperature. Let's see if they got the numbers up for us. Yeah, let's go over here and take a look. I'll show you what we got. How you doing, lifeguard?
Hello, sir.
Hey, let me see what we got now. 67. That's a little chilly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
67. I don't go in there when it gets down to 70. Okay, so water temp, and then the tides, well, and the winds are. You been busy? Yeah?
Not really, but
Well, we appreciate what you're doing for everybody.
you're welcome, sir.
You got a nice vehicle here, you got your boards, you're ready to go
Exactly.
on a moment's notice.
Always.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Hey, he's got some Wranglers on there, some Goodyears. Oh yeah, got the good tires. All right, so here we go on down the beach. A lot of people out here. Mr. Lifeguard right there. All right, nice guy. Yeah, let's just take a walk. So when I first moved here in the summertime, you know, the water's completely warm, you know, you can go in there no problem. And it lays very still, the Gulf. It doesn't have waves generally. And it used to be crystal clear. And I would dive out there, I've told the story before, and I'd get sand dollars. Sand dollars. Sand dollars are live, but they'd be dead ones. And you always want to be careful to take the dead ones. And I would stack them up. You know that, got them a fish, look. You know that, well, it could be from the red tide. That cottage I showed you I lived in? Well, I used to line sand dollars. It was my decor in there. I had them all on the windowsills and on the counters, in the bathroom, everywhere. It was a very nautical, beachy motif that I had. Those were the days. I would come out here, I'm not going to exaggerate, I'm going to tell you right now. I would have 2 chairs, 2 of those gravity chairs, 2 beach umbrellas, 2 tables, and I would have a grip, vise thing. Look at this shell, pretty nice. A vise thing that attached to one of my chairs, and I had my iPad on it, and you could get Wi-Fi from, where is it, down here. It used to be the Holiday Inn down there. And I'd be sitting there listening to music videos. I have a little exterior speaker, and I'd stop at Walmart, and I would buy cheese and grapes, and I would have it all in a bowl, or on a plate or something like. I forgot what I used, but I'd have some cheese and grapes, and I'd buy a bottle of wine. And you can drink on the beach here because they sell it at the refreshment stand down there. Unlike some of the other beaches and on the East Coast where it's not allowed, that's totally allowed here. So I would have myself a big bottle of red, and I'd sit out there, and instead of sitting there drinking a cold beer, people would go by and they'd see me. I had wine glasses. I had an extra one there, and they'd see the cheese and the grapes, and I would park like right here. I'd be right on the water. I mean, I'd come down as close to this water as I could get, and I would have the 2 umbrellas up, and it was like a little tiki hut, and they'd go by and they'd hear the music playing, and I had my iPad there and wine going on, and people used to go by and say, "Who's this guy? What you doing? Got it going on?" I used to get a lot of conversation. Then I had a mask and snorkel sitting right next to me with some fins next to the chair. And after I, got a little warm or whatever, and I wanted to cool off, I'd grab my mask and snorkel and my fins, and I would walk out. It stays shallow for quite a ways out there. And I would swim. I was ripped too. I didn't have any extra weight on me. I was ripped. I was swimming all the time out there, snorkeling and diving down, and the mask, I could see. And I would find sand dollars, and I'd bring them up, and I'd lay them out next to the chair on the sand here to dry out, and people would go by. I'd give them to them as gifts. Yeah, meeting tourists all the time. It was pretty cool. Hope this thing's still running. I think it is, yeah. And then also, when I would sit out here, I was coming, I don't know, most every day actually. After I went out and earned a little bit, I'd come out here. Or if I fired myself and didn't go to work at all, I'd come out here. And in between playing golf and sitting out here on the beach and working a couple hours, make myself a pocket full of hundreds. That was my life, and living in that cottage over there in Whitfield. It was amazing. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, when I would sit out here, these same people that live here would walk in the direction I'm walking now. Now, if I kept going, we're not going to go that far. You can go, probably another 15 minutes. You can probably make it if you're, doing a good pace. It goes down at Dog Legs to the right, and it comes to that bridge that comes out of St. Armand's. It goes over into Longboat Key, and it dead ends. You can't really go, any further. But it's a nice long walk, and it's on the beach. And I'm telling you, I'm not lying, the same people. I mean, there had to be a half a dozen to a dozen faces that I saw every single time I came out here that would walk this beach. I don't care what time I showed up, I would see them, always walking. Check out that house over there. What is that? That's what you call a mansion, baby, a beach mansion. But look, this is beautiful, isn't it? There's the Holiday Inn. It's now condos. They got rid of the Holiday Inn. It had a fire, and then something else happened, but people have got furniture out there in the patios now. I don't think it's open. I don't know why they have chairs out there. But they're selling them now as condos. It was the only hotel around here, you know, like, well, that's not true. There's a couple down there, those high rises. And that's looking towards Siesta Key Beach. If you go around that point way down there and go around about another mile or two or so, it's Siesta Key Beach. It's nice out here on my feet. Walking on this sand, the tide is low, as you can see. But I'm glad I came out here. I have to come out here a lot more when it warms up this summer. That's the only way you can stay cool here in Florida, when you're a mile from the sun. I hope the wind is being blocked by my mic in my top shirt pocket. And it's chilly out here. Don't think that it's not cold. It's the wind is right in my face as I walk in this direction, and the high today was only 66. Now, it's going to be 80 in another day or two. It's not like we have that for the whole winter. We don't get that. This is lucky. We're loving this right now. We're loving it. And tonight, to be able to have fireside chat or something, because there'll be plenty of days coming in a row where you will not be able to even be outside because of the heat, humidity, mosquitoes, and just sweating. You're sweating your butt off. Look at the whitecaps out here, man. The waves are really coming in. Everybody's trying to be courteous and walk around me. Very nice of them. I didn't mind. If I were to be walking down Siesta Key Beach right now, it would be, I mean, like Grand Central right here. It would be so many people. That's what they do. It goes for miles, and there's all these resorts, one after the other. I'll get down there for you. I'll show you. Voted America's most beautiful beach multiple years, but while it is beautiful, I would have to challenge that vote. I mean, right here is nice. Clearwater was certainly beautiful. I think Florida has several beaches that's won that award multiple times over the years. We're getting a little closer to that house. I'll show you guys over here. Look at that. Sitting there by itself, and there's another one to the left of it. That's one big house now. Wow. You can't hide money. So I don't know how much longer my battery will last, but if it goes off, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out in the algorithm, push the videos out to the rest of the world. LIDO Beach here in Sarasota, Florida, on LIDO Key. Take the Ringling Bridge across the Sarasota Bay. Come into St. Armand's Circle. Let's go ahead and turn around in case that wind's been annoying. If I play it back and I hear there was a lot of wind, I'll start the video, I'll cut it out, and I'll start the video from here so you don't have all that wind noise and crackling. Yeah, it's all at my back now. So as you can see, there's plenty of room for your beach towel, your chair, and come on over here with your copper tone, grease up. Because of the breeze today, you don't see any umbrellas. Nobody wants to be in the shade. Everybody's looking for all the sun they can get. It's a little chilly. But people paid their money to come here for spring break and vacation. So they got their shirts off. They're laying there getting their suntan on. They don't know anything about skin cancer. I do. But guess what? I'm still going to lay in it again. I'm looking at myself every day now. I'm so pale. Man, I used to be, like I said, ripped and dark in the summertime when I had that cottage. I used to come here every day. Man. Oh, yeah. And golfing. I didn't have time to eat. All I did was golf, swim, and drink some wine and eat some cheese and grapes. Oh, yeah. I had some great conversations. In fact, I did it more than 1 year. I did it, you know, it was 5 years I lived there. There was a guy that I got acquainted with that lived in Boston. And next thing I knew, during the season, he'd show up again. And I'd still be sitting here like a lot of other people. And he'd come over. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Forgot his name. He was a big cigar smoker. And he got me to smoke one with him one time. You know, you don't inhale those. Most people don't. And I'm telling you what, I had to wear that off my mouth. There was nothing, no matter how many times I gargled, brushed my teeth, I couldn't get that taste out of my mouth. You talking about nasty. Oh, really nasty. But it looks cool. And a lot of guys on the golf course, I don't see them too much anymore. Of course, I haven't been on the golf course, right? They always like to bring one when they're playing. You know, you're outside, it's not gonna bother anybody, and you can, you know, fire you one up, go from hole to hole and smoke your cigar. I see a YouTube guy that I watch all the time. He's always smoking one. But I got no use for them. I'll never smoke another one. Somebody was wearing some good smelling perfume back there that just walked by. Look at this. What is this shiny little thing here? I've seen them before. Oops, look at that. They got all these shells here. You can buy these. What is that? Look at that shiny little thing. Isn't that cool? You can buy these little things that dig into the sand and stick it in the water, and the sand sifts through and collects shells. They got them at all the tourist shops around here. You know, beach stuff. Going to Alvin's Island over here on St. Armand Circle. You can get anything you need to come out here to the beach. Balls and paddle balls and all these different things to play with, and chairs, whatever you need. Of course, if Walmart ain't got it, I don't need it. Check out these cribs over here next to the Holiday Inn. I'm still going to call it the Holiday Inn. I don't care. Those are some of my favorite homes that are out there, that big bucks. They fared well in the hurricane. Nobody at this lifeguard stand. This is an unguarded area, I suppose. Ow, ooh, ow, ooh, that hurt. I just stepped on a shell and my sensitive feet now. Oh my gosh, that hurt. I think tide's starting to come in. The waves are creeping up on me here. It was a good time to walk. You see, if you have to walk up here at high tide, you're kind of at an angle and you're walking that softer sand. You know, it's tougher on you. This is easy. Like walking down the street. Plus, I didn't even get my feet messed up. Look at that. But yeah, you come out here at night for sunset, and you'll see a beautiful sunset here. And there'll be plenty of people that come from St. Armand's over there, or just around the area here, with a bottle of wine or whatever, and put a blanket out and sit there. You know what I wouldn't mind doing is bringing the propane grill, the fireside chat. You know, it's a controlled fire. I could just put it right over there. I could put it on the back of the tailgate in the beach parking lot, or just on the sand from where you walk in, so I have to tote it so far. Yeah, I could do that. Have a sunset chat, sunset / fireside beach chat. Yeah, I got to do it. I've thought about it already. Half the battle is to begin, folks. Whether it's a diet or going to the gym or traveling or really anything in life. Cleaning up your act, how you talk, how you act, what you say, where you go, who your friends are. There's always some house cleaning that can be done, and you thank yourself for it later. You can expect a lot of changes in your life when you live clean. Now, I'm not trying to get into a preaching video here, but you can expect favor. You can expect good things to come to you when you do good things. Yeah, it's late enough in the day, and because it was only 66 high today, the tourists found other things to do. As you can see, they were crawling around over here in St. Armand's because there would certainly be, if it was near 80, even 75, with the wind a little lower, this place would be absolutely packed. Look at that, the water's all the way up to here now. I'm having to get into the dry sand. And the parking lot is right behind where the lifeguard is there, where I came in. Ow! Man, my feet are tender now. When I was in high school in West Palm Beach, I had a friend of mine, he never wore shoes. His name was Biff. Biff. His name was Robert, but he went by Biff. And he had such tough feet. I mean, he could get stickers in his feet. We got these stickers here. I don't know what they're called, but they're Florida stickers, and they are needles. And if you walk out off the sand into that grassy area, you'll find them. And he used to get them in his feet, and he would just go like this. He'd just rub them off. I'd have to sit down and pull them out, cry. He was a tough guy. Hope he's doing all right. I haven't seen him in years. He moved to Panama City Beach, became a chiropractor. His folks had money and put him through school. He was good at everything he did, whether it was fishing, baseball, all sports. The guy was just, he could do a backflip. He could just stand there on the beach, jump up and flip backwards down to his feet. He was amazing. Well, let's see. The guard's out there guarding everybody. How you doing, brother? He's out here. We'll see you later. All right, man. Next time. He's got his whole path here with the cones. Yeah, you can bring a, when it's not so windy and easy up out here. I've learned that new trick with my umbrella. I just lay it down on the sand, like this blue one way down there. Lay it right down on the sand, put some sand on the back side of it, and on the inside, you got your little cabana. Guess that's what you call it. Oh, it's nice back here, a little off the beach without the wind. And if you lay down, you have even less wind going over you. Still plenty of sun out here. Find a little path here to go out. I think straight ahead here is one. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video of LIDO Beach, and I hope you watched the video prior to it where I drove over here. There was a lot of clips before that of driving here. It'll all be included, but the video gets better and better as we get closer to the St. Armand's area. So one last look at it before I end the video and my battery goes dead. I really want to thank everybody again for watching, and consider subscribing to the channel. Lots of viral videos like this coming your way. Really helps me out. I really appreciate it. Crush it!